Guys, Binance just said this about Terra Luna Classic. Let's get right into this and unpack what has happened because it's not good. And it's quite disappointing, but we're going to go over it. We're going to talk about what exactly they said because they issued a whole statement today. So make sure you guys watch the video in detail and stay tuned for what I'm about to tell you guys because this is crazy. So before I get started, I want to say, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. You guys need to turn on the notification bell as well because I'm making these videos fast, right? So you guys want to make sure you guys are staying up to date with the news. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys never miss any news or any updates, okay? Now, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and then we'll talk about what Binance just said, okay? So overall, we can see the current crypto market cap is nearly at 1 trillion again. We can see Bitcoin is up about 1.5%, Ethereum up about 5%, and we can see some green in the markets, okay, which is cool, which is great. Now, with Terra Classic, we can also see, boom, they're up 7%. Now, yesterday, or my previous video, we talked about how they were just absolutely pumping. It's like a couple hours ago, they were doing very well. They were up about like 50% or 40%, which is just insane to see, right? We're realizing that Terra Classic, it doesn't really follow the markets. It kind of just does its own thing and just exists in its own atmosphere, right? Like, it's pretty cool. And I have been talking about how I do think we will eventually see a bit of a pullback, but we haven't seen that yet. And honestly, great. I do still think we will see a pullback, right? Like, we got to understand in crypto, everything doesn't just go up forever, okay? That's not how it works. A lot of people thought that, and they got wrecked, okay? So we got to all understand, take profits if you feel like you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But I am thinking, or I'm expecting somewhat of a pullback, right? Because look at this 7-day chart, guys. This is insane, right? Even in the 1 month, it just looks astronomical, right? Now, there have been slight pullbacks, which, are obviously healthy. And again, in the past week, there hasn't really been anything crazy. This is a little tiny pullback here. I don't know if you consider this a pullback, but we have seen a little bit of downside movement. But again, I don't think this is it. I think there will be a little bit more, but that's fine. Now, Binance. What have they done? So, guys, in my channel, right, we've covered what Binance have been doing. We covered what CZ has said, and CZ has said multiple times, once this burn is implemented on the blockchain, right, Binance would follow suit and do the same thing. Funny, because it looks like they're backtracking on that statement. So this is the statement which they announced literally a couple hours ago, and they basically said, the tax burn is expected to go live at this date, right, which is cool. Deposits, so transactions will be taxed by the network before it reaches Binance, which we all know. Withdrawals will also be able to be, have that tax deduction, so 1.2%. Now, here's the issue. Listen to this, okay? This is where things... This is where things kind of suck. So it says spot and margin trading for Luna Classic and USTC, as well as relevant services on Binance Earn, for example, staking and savings, will not be affected by this burn. Which, guys, like, this should cause an outrage, okay? Because CZ has said multiple times that once this is implemented on the blockchain, Binance will do so as well. But this statement is literally the opposite of what CZ just said. So this is a problem, right? We can see Luna Classic DAO as well explaining their frustration and saying, hey, applying the 1.2% tax to withdrawals and deposits only discourages people from leaving Binance, which is true. They're not applying the Luna Classic burn to spot plus margin trading, aka what the community asked for, right? Because we wanted the margin and we wanted the spot trading to have that burn, right? That volume, that massive volume that Binance has, that's what we wanted to be burnt, not withdrawals and deposits. No one gives a shit about that, right? That doesn't really do anything for Binance, right? We know Binance holds more than, I believe, 50% of volume for all exchanges, which is insane, and that's what we wanted, right? And we can see a lot of people are pissed off in the replies. You guys can say, leave Binance. They just said blah, 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 whatever, yada, yada, yada. So this is insane. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if it's still going to affect the spot trading. I don't know what Binance is going to do, right? Now, obviously, once the proposal is going through, there's nothing Binance can do to stop that or, change that. And we know the proposal and Binance, they're not going to be working together, although they said they would. So is CZ going to do an additional burn? Is he just going to leave it as is? We honestly don't know. We're going to see what happens, guys. But honestly, a lot of people are pissed. A lot of people don't really mind because whatever, it's already implemented on the blockchain. We're going to see what exactly happens, but I don't know. All I know is if you guys want to know what happens, you guys are going to have to subscribe with that notification bell hit so you guys get the videos quickly. Now, guys, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and all that good stuff. And until next time, remember, stay seeking success.